This is something of a rather incredible confidence trickster story, which if I didn't see with my own eyes, I probably wouldn't believe it. Let me tell you the story and let me know in the comments if you spot the problem. And if you don't want to be tipped off, don't look at the comments until you finish watching the video. So one day, many years ago, I was in a shop minding my own business, and this was back in the days of the original PlayStation. This chap came into the shop with a bag and inside it a box. He went up to the counter and aggressively said, "You need to get me the manager right now." A little bit startled, the server said, "Are you okay, sir? What's wrong?" He said, "I'm really angry. I need you to get the manager here right now." So clearly getting a bit afraid by now, the server ran off to get the manager, and the manager came over to see what all the fuss was about. This chap put the bag with the box inside it on the counter and said, "Have a look at that." The manager, looking a little bit confused, said, "Well, what am I looking at?" He said, "Open it and you'll find out." So the manager took the box out of the bag, put it on the counter. The chap pointed at the box and said, "Look, all the seals are not broken. I haven't even opened this thing." But then in front of the manager, this chap proceeded to break the seals, open the box and open it up and reveal that there were roof tiles inside of it and no PlayStation. The chap continued being angry and aggressive and said, "I'm really irritated by this. I've spent hundreds of pounds on this for my nephew as a gift and you need to refund me right now." He got his receipt out, which was from the store, and it was for a PlayStation. He shoved it in the manager's hand and said, "Look, I've paid you good money with my card not an hour ago, and this is what I find: roof tiles and no PlayStation. I'm not spending £300 on roof tiles when it's supposed to be a PlayStation for my nephew. I want you to refund this right now or I'm calling the police." Everyone in the shop, including the manager, including the server, including me, was standing there stark shocked at what was going on by the sheer aggression and attitude of this chap who just opened this box in front of the manager. The manager just said, "No problem, sir, we'll sort it out for you," and he instructed the server to take his card and issue a refund there and then. The guy was still angry. He turned around to everybody else and said, "Don't shop here, they're going to rip you off." He took his card and stormed out of the shop. Everyone then standing around looking at each other in shock, as if to say, what on earth just happened then? And only when we started talking about it, it became obvious that this was indeed a scam. It was a confidence trickster fraud. The guy had used so much confidence, arrogance, anger, and disruption that nobody could see what was actually happening before their eyes. The element of confusion, if you haven't spotted it yet, was that the box was already sealed, but somehow the guy knew what was in the box. How could he have known what was in the box if the box was sealed? So clearly he'd taken the contents out of the box, somehow managed to reseal it and take it back to the shop and put on this show and pretend that he's surprised and angry that these roof tiles just appeared in the box. But the initial confusion and the anger with which he portrayed it, and the misdirection as to the sealed box with the security stickers on the box, left everyone in a little bit of disbelief and uncertainty as to what on earth was going on, because this box was sealed. And yet he tore the box open in front of their eyes, clearly breaking the security strips, taking the roof tiles out. So now he's clearly put his fingerprints on anything inside of the box in front of the people in the staff, so there was no question there. But the point was, how on earth would he have known that there were roof tiles inside of the box if the box was sealed? It's not as though he was shaking the box around and said, "Look, I can clearly hear there's roof tiles in here," or anything like that. He literally tore the box open, took the roof tiles out and put them in the hands of the manager. Obviously the manager called the police, reported it, presumably gave them the CCTV footage, but who knows what really happened afterwards. But that was an event I will never ever forget. But it just shows that in the very moment, with such arrogance and such confidence, somebody can throw what is an ordinary day for everybody else into complete disarray so that they can't really see what's going on right before their eyes. And with a little bit of fear thrown in there as well, nobody had dared question this guy. They simply refunded his money. So if you work in retail, please do tell me your stories to share on here. And if you happen to see something like this happening in front of you, pay close attention to the fine details of what's going on, because this one small fact of the box being sealed and him not possibly being able to know what was inside the box clearly made this a confidence scam. So please remember to like this video, subscribe and share your stories with me. And as always, thank you for watching.